Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Meeting of the Mad Hares. Tonight is just me and Rusty Helm. Say hello, Rusty.
Hey y'all.
We are concluding our discussion of the Two Towers. Rusty, would you like to give first thoughts? There we
It's definitely been a wild ride.
go. Oh gosh, I will agree. I was sitting
Yeah,
here, it's like, how did the movie end? I know the movie did not end like this. What's going on?
yeah, it's like with the first book and the second book, with how it ended and started. It's like this one was also a little bit off kilter from the book.
Mm-hmm. The they seem to just be either a chopping the part of the book off at the end and moving it to the next movie, or they're just chopping the first part of the second book and moving it to the first one. I don't know. It's weird, but it works thematically because the
Yeah, it's like with
ending
the
of the book, I'm just like, wait, what happened? But we'll get there. We'll get there.
yeah, it's like the books tend to favor cliffhangers, whereas the movies tend to favor like a uh thematic stopping and starting points.
Yeah, it's like they want to have like a well, like even in that sense, the first one kind of had a more foreboding, um, like stay tuned kind of feel to it because we looked it up and we'll get to how the book ends, but the movie ends with Smeagol arguing with himself again, and Sam and Frodo are walking through the forest after they left Faramir and his company, and Smeagol's like talking with himself about some her. She can deal with the hobbitses, and we can get the precious, but not in the book. Hello, James.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to the other people who are waiting for me in chat.
Okay.
Have fun reading The Two Towers. Uh, Not gonna lie, I did like the movie. I like the extended versions though of
The book
Lord
is
of the Rings.
better. The book is better.
You
The
say
whole
that, and I believe you, but at the same time, I really like the fucking movies.
Oh no, no doubt. I mean the movies are great, but
the
it's like
section with Saruman is so much better in the book. I
Yes.
promise you. It's like actually, I have a. I'll send you the audio that I was listening to for the first half of the Two Towers. It is long, but if you just need something to listen to, and it's good. It's like basically the
Mm-hmm.
first half of the Two Towers. YouTube. I need YouTube. And the
it's like we've been
Saruman bit, which is toward the end, is peak.
and it's
Okay.
like we've been harping on this for since the first book, but with how long the extended version of the movies are, they still cut so much from the book.
Three.
I mean, there is a lot in the book, like a lot in the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I made the comparison. It's like in order to get everything from the book onto the screen, we would have had to have a full length series like Avatar: The Last Airbender, 3 seasons at least.
It's like if they did the Lord of the Rings in the same format as Game of Thrones, we probably would have had like all three books. Probably would have been like a six, possibly 8 season long series.
I did like the reinforcements though, from with the two towers
Mm-hmm.
from the movie
But also,
of
spoiler alert:
Rohan.
Saruman does not die in the book.
Saruman does not die.
Yeah,
Huh?
Saruman does not die in the book.
Oh, so he's alive in the book.
Yes. It's like, because like you said, you
Oh.
watched the Two Towers extended edition, and in the Two Towers, Saruman dies via spike after falling from the tower. He doesn't die. They leave his ass under house arrest with the Ents and a lot of pissed off Ents that have gone tree-ish.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, Saruman. Okay, never mind. I remember now. I remember.
Yes, the White Wizard. That's not Gandalf.
The White Wizard. Yes. The guy who's not Gandalf.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
extended
not-
edition, they killed him. In the not the extended one, they leave him alive to where there's a pissed off. Yeah, like you said, a bunch of pissed
In
off.
the extended and the
Ents.
theatrical release, they just kind of don't deal with him anymore after the Ents basically ransack his place. Like that entire part, like that entire section is just cut out.
Right.
But yeah.
I need to get me a ricer.
Okay, but like I direct messaged you like the audiobook for like the first
Yeah, I
half
got
of
it.
the Two Towers. Yeah. The Two Towers is a very long, it's not a long book, it's just a dense book.
By dense, it's like a real plot hole, basically.
No, dense as in it takes you half an hour to read 5 pages.
How dense are we
Yeah, it's
talking
like
about? Are we talking dense like a Grand Canyon kind of dense, or are we talking like dense like I'm about to fall into an iceberg kind of dense?
It's Tolkien, it's iceberg.
It's like it's like it usually takes me maybe about like a half an hour to read like 15, 20 pages of a regular book. With Lord of the Rings, it takes me an hour or like 45 minutes to an hour to read 10 pages.
Yeah.
It's like, James, I know how you feel. Like it's intimidating, but like I had to do an audiobook of this. I had to do an audiobook of this.
Really?
Yeah.
You're braver than me, Jesus.
But yeah, it's like the first half is 11 hours long, and then like the second half, I think like the full audiobook for this was probably about 20 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first half is
That's
basically
pretty good.
is a lot of the action stuff. Once you get back to Frodo and Sam, it's a lot more mellow, but that's like not the first half of the Two Towers. Chapter 7, Journey to the Crossroads. So Frodo and Sam are basically leaving Faramir and his men, and this is roughly where the movie ended, I believe.
Yeah, the second movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
they did change
One thing-
it though. Obviously they changed it, but yes.
Yeah.
It's like they did like an extra thing of like Smeagol and Gollum arguing with each other. Which I don't think was in. Actually, no. It's like there was a staircase because Gollum's like beginning of chapter 8. Gollum's like still like being pretty pissed off with being blindfolded and dragged about.
Yeah, despite Frodo trying to ease it up, like, hey, if you're gonna blindfold him, blindfold us too, or
Like-
blindfold us first, so that you can see, like, hey, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, Frodo was doing a lot of leading by example. Because I'm trying to... I think it was at the end of this chapter where I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like chapter 7 and chapter 8 is kind of where the movie ended. Because I was very confused going into like the last 2 chapters of 9 and 10. But yes.
And-
Let me see if I can
I did
find
find-
what I'm wanting to see.
I did find it interesting, like throughout the two chapters, they were pointing out how it was getting darker and darker despite it being daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of like the end game for like a certain RPGs or whatever, where like when you're nearing the final boss, it's like it gets more ominous, like the scenery gets more ominous.
Yeah, it's like it starts getting a little more creepy, starts getting a little bit more, oh, look at this wide open room. Why I'm hearing boss music.
Exactly.
The only thing missing was like boss music, that's like opening drones of boss music. I don't know. But there
Yeah,
was
it's like
this one section.
yeah, or like in several like Final Fantasy games where it's like when you're at disc 4, like the classic Final Fantasies, uh it's like
Multi-disc
there's just a
games.
yeah, but it's like toward the end it's like really like just ominous scenery. I think I think 7 had the comet just looming in the background, or like
Mm-hmm.
Majora's Mask with with like the moon just looming over.
Well, like the
Just
moon
has that
was looming over the entire time. It was an
yeah, but it got
overarching
closer toward the end.
threat. Yeah, it got more in your face toward the end.
Yeah, it's like I think toward the like the last day, it's like it's actually rumbling. Like the entire game is actually rumbling with how close the moon is getting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just has that ominous feeling to it.
Yeah, it's like, and in comparison to the movie ending, as I mentioned, they're in the forest. Miguel's arguing with himself, and we get more of the conniving, uh, slinking Smeagol here, and we get it's more Gollum really, because Gollum's evil personality, Smeagol is the shred of decency still left. And I feel like we get a lot more of that duality in the book, because there's like this one bit where Sam and Frodo kind of stop to take a rest. Smeagol has wandered off to go do something. I think he went to Shabalba. Is that how you pronounce that? Shelob?
Uh, your
Shelobs?
guess is as good as
I don't know. I'm horrible with names, as we have pointed out on multiple occasions during this series.
I mean, I'm not much better.
With giant spider lady. Giant
Yeah,
spider. I was like, it's
yeah,
implied that he went to go sneak off to deal with her. But he comes back, and both Sam and Frodo are asleep trying to get some rest. And there's this one bit that I'm just like, it was a very, it was like a window into like what Smeagol could have been, because we know that Smeagol used to be a hobbit, but like it's not well defined in the book. He's seen as more of a skulky thing. There's very little hobbitness to him left. But there's this one section at the end of chapter 8. Gollum looked at them. A strange expression passed over his lean, hungry face. The gleam faded from his eyes, and they went dim and gray, old and tired. A spasm of pain seemed to twist him, and he turned away, peering back up toward the past, shaking his head, as if engaged in some interior debate. Then he came back, and slowly putting out a trembling hand, very cautiously touched Frodo's knee. But almost the touch was a caress. For a fleeting moment, could one of the sleepers have seen him, they would have thought they had beheld a old, weary hobbit, shrunken by the years that have carried him far beyond his time, beyond friends and kin, and the fields and the streams of youth, an old, starved, pitiable thing. I was like, It's like we get more of the duality and the pitifulness of Smeagol instead of just,
Yeah.
oh, he's a sneaky little stinker. Like Sam wants to call him on multiple occasions.
Yeah, it's like there's more moments where it's like it goes back to like what Smeagol used to be as a hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so um, they're, they're they have been their trek up the two series of stairs to get to the what has been telling Sam and Frodo is the tunnel to get through to the other to find another way into Mordor. And when the tunnel is actually Shelob's lair, which is like this spider creature, which is basically a unholy abomination that's older than anything in Middle Earth, and frankly is just like the spawn of all things evil, I guess is how to explain her. It's like, how did they describe this monstrosity?
Like an eldritch horror or something. It's like I do find it like extra creepy. Like as Frodo and Sam are going through. It's like oftentimes all they see of her is just her eyes.
Mm-hmm. The description of her slinking and skulking is very well done, and Grumpy mentioned before she had to skedaddle earlier was that she liked that Sam was in there with Frodo and not just Frodo by himself, because like now I'm actually recalling how the first movie started off, and they basically separated Sam from Frodo for whatever reason. Production thought that was a good idea, and that's where the Smeagol pretending to like try to sow division between the two with the stealing of
I,
the quote unquote stealing of the Lampress bread, and then Sam wanders off and Smeagol takes Frodo into the caves, and Frodo has to deal with a giant spider. Is that how that happened?
yeah, I
That's
remember
what I
that.
remember.
Yeah, it's like if I remember from the movie, it was like Smeagol basically like frames Sam as stealing the last of the bread. Sam gets furious with Smeagol. I think even assaults him. And
Mm-hmm.
if I remember right, Frodo basically like sends Sam off, I guess just to like cool down, or I
It's like, no, he
think
just sends him off. Which I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like very different from the characteristics of them in the book. It's like
yeah,
Frodo, again, that's probably why, like, that's kind of decision making is probably why I felt Frodo was a lot more immature and naive in the movies than this very still young hobbit, but he's very wise for his age in hobbit terms. And he's a lot more chill and thoughtful, I think. It's like
yeah.
he wants to see the good in Frodo, and that, I mean, he wants to see the good in Smeagol, but
But he's
like
not. But he's not oblivious to
Smeagol
Smeagol's
sneaking.
nature.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
not oblivious to Smeagol's nature. And if Book Frodo uh, was in the same situation as movie Frodo was, he would have been looking at Smeagol. It's like, Smeagol, why are you doing this? Sam would not do this. Why are you trying to lie to me, Smeagol? Why do you lie to Master?
Yeah, it's like yeah, if I remember right, it was like Sam was trying to plead his case or whatever, but Frodo in the movies like essentially took Smeagol's side for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like I actually honestly I feel like it was assassination character of both Frodo and Sam, because Sam would never. But the fact that Sam also left instead of just keep on following him is frankly not Samwise Gamgee of the book was not do such a thing. He only left Frodo in the book when he thought he was dead.
Yeah.
That is the only reason why Sam left Frodo for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's like during that time, Sam was kind of overcome with grief
Mm-hmm.
over thinking that he lost his best friend. So understandably, you're not exactly thinking straight in that kind of situation.
It's like I honestly, I would think that Sam, if there wasn't the mission of the ring, Sam would either have stayed with Frodo or had started to try and carry Frodo's body back to the Shire. Which at that point he probably would have gone about a day and a half journey, and Frodo would have woken up because we know that the Shelob's poison that she injected him with only lasts for a short time.
Yeah.
Because she likes her meat fresh and alive, which is terrifying by all states.
Yeah, but not uncommon for real life insects and arachnids in nature.
I know, but still, she's the size of something very large. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like we're talking about like a spider the size of a house.
One moment. Sorry, husband's video game. I could hear it through my headphones, and I would probably get it on the recording. It'll be fine, though, as long as it's not too overpowering. Anyway.
All right, I was worried I'd scared you off there for a second.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, it's like but yeah, I can't really hear any background on your end, so yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay. Trying to see. It's like going back to like the description of, because like again, we both agree them making Frodo do this solo was dumb.
Very.
But also, it's like their trek down into the lair. It was much more. It was better done in the book, as it was. It was pitch black, and the only thing that gave them any light in that darkness was the gift from Gadriel,
Yeah.
which was the star. Which was the star glass, and that's probably also the only thing that was able to help them get to like the other side, because she tried to come at them like halfway through, and the star kind of had her skittering, and then they were able to get out of the cave that she was in after having to hack their way through her web, which is, it's like they described it. Let me find that where they're describing this massive, like, just spider silk.
Yeah, and leave it to the elven forged sting to be the one to cut through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Sam was trying his best to hack away at it with his sword, and it was not. I think he got like one strand cut in that
Mm-hmm.
out of all that. Something else I'm trying to remember. I remember somewhere in the movie, Frodo was like overcome like in a trance or whatever, and almost gave the ring to one of the Nazguls. Was that during? Was that like a comparable to the book, like when they were sitting on a ledge, trying to rest near the Nazgul lair, and something like came up and roared at him or something?
I think so. So we're backtracking, I believe. Let me actually find that section, because again, Frodo was nerfed in the movies. I will
Heavily.
argue that. Oh, we totally skipped over a section that I found very intriguing, but we'll go back to that one after we talk about this trance scene. Let me just find it.
Because I know that in the books, it's like Frodo was like weary and like in a daze or whatever, but never gave like any indication that he was being tranced to like give the ring or whatever. It was like they were able to successfully hide from the Nazgul, but in the movie, it's like
Okay, I
Frodo's like
found it.
completely caught in the spell. All right.
Okay. Even as though thoughts pierced him with dread and held him bound as with a spell, the rider halted suddenly, right before the entrance of the bridge, and behind him all the host stood still. There was a pause, a dead silence. Maybe it was the ring that called to the Wraith Lord, and for a moment he was troubled, sensing some other power within his valley. This way and that turned the dark head, helmed and crowned with fear, sweeping the shadows with his unseen eyes. Frodo waited, like a bird at the approach of a snake, unable to move, but as he waited he felt more urgent than ever before, the command that he should put on the ring. But great as the pressure was, he felt no inclination now to yield to it. He knew that the ring would only betray him, and that he had not, even if he put it on, the power to face the Mogul king, not yet. There was no longer any answer to that command in his own will. Dismayed by terror though it was, and he felt only the beating upon him of a great power from outside. It took his hand, and as Frodo watched with his mind, not willing it but in suspense, as if he looked on some old story far away, it moved the hand inch by inch toward the chain upon his neck. Then his will stirred. Slowly it forced the hand back and set it to find another thing, a thing laying nearby near his breast. Cold and hard it seemed in his grip, closed on it, the vial of Gadriel, so long treasured and almost forgotten till this hour. As he touched it for a while, all thought of the ring was banished from his mind. He sighed and bent his head. So, I think that was the trance scene that the movie was trying to purvey, but it gave a different sense of not Frodo having to fight. It was like, I don't know, it's just, it didn't get the same vibe. But that feeling of like an outside force trying to force him, it probably would have been hard to portray in a movie without an internal monologue, but still. Oh, God, love the change of medium and the things you lose and the things that are just very hard to translate.
Very true.
Okay. But I did want to go back to the end of chapter 7. I totally forgot about this until I was glancing and I saw a section. But Frodo and Sam are about to start their trudge up the stairs and to this back pass into Mordor. And they come across a old statue of a king of old. And after like Mordor had been conquered by the evils of Sauron and his forces, this old king statue had been decapitated, and in its place they basically stuck a round stone and then like painted it to look like Sauron, basically with the giant red eye in his thing. But like I liked the imagery of, because even though it was like a mockery of the old king had fallen to Sauron's rule for a time, I liked there was this imagery of the original statue's head, which had fallen, and then like nature itself had like given it a crown of like flowers and vines. And I was like, that is very cool imagery for, it's like, like the rightful ruler of this land, he might have been temporarily dethroned or stepped back from a seat of power, but he is forever always the rightful ruler.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was very, very cool. Okay, back to the evil spider. It's like, can we
Yeah.
give... can we give Sam some props? Because Sam had... Why is that? It's like, why is my catchphrase for this book? Such and such character was nerfed.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all nerf this character to make this other character look good, and then you have to nerf that character to make this other character look good. I'm just like, guys, let the characters shine how they originally were intended.
Let them cook.
Let them cook. Let Tolkien cook. Oh. But yeah, it's like, I'm just like, dadgum. Just let Sam be the badass little hobbit he's meant to be.
Sam is MVP in this bit here.
In this bit, it's because like Sam was just a humble gardener who decided, you know what, I'm not going to let my friend and boss go on this perilous journey by himself. I'm going to go with him and help him.
And if I'm reading it correctly, it's like throughout, especially the second book, it's like they pretty much accepted that they're not coming back from this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they pretty much like have it in their head like, yeah, it's like we're gonna try to fulfill this mission, and then
it's like
we're pretty much gonna be at the mercy of the elements here.
it's like they accept that this is probably most likely a suicide mission because they don't know what happened to the rest of the company after the orcs attacked and after Boromir. They have had no contact with anyone. It's like I'm trying to remember if Faramir gave them any news, but like he probably didn't get them much. But they also know that the war has started. They have seen troops leaving Mordor in preparation for battle. It's like they are fully, and they also don't know the bit about Gandalf being back.
Yeah.
It's like their big, like the guy that they're used to coming back when he's needed most, they are convinced that guy's dead. And so they are like, you know what? We're going to try and do our best to finish the job, but we have no expectations that we're going to make it home after that. It's like, we're going to do our best to finish what we started out to do, but we don't think we hope, we pray, and we will try to, but we have no expectation of making it home.
Yeah.
And Sam has to go through that even harder because after he's done fighting basically death on 8 legs, and he believes with every ounce of his being that Frodo is dead, he has to go through a very hard decision of he had to take on the ring. And I don't think this ever happened in the movie. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Sam ever took on the burden of the ring. Like, I know he carried Frodo a while, but
I think Sam did temporarily take the ring when Frodo was out of commission because when the orcs took Frodo and when Sam like fended the orcs off, he
Mm-hmm.
immediately gave the ring back. I think you mentioned something about like trying to keep the ring safe from the orcs.
Yeah.
But I
You might be
seem to
right, but
remember.
it has been so long since I watched the second or third movie.
Same here. I just remember that little clip of like Sam giving back Frodo's ring when he woke up from being poisoned.
Yeah. But I don't think he had as much time to mull over and debate when he had to take the ring, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Cause yeah,
Also, that in
but
that brief moment, like thinking that like you're literally the last man standing for this mission.
yeah, pretty much. He's like, I am the last of the company. It's
And it's
like,
not,
let me.
and it's like it's not even his mission. It's like it was it was his boss's mission, and at this point, like you were saying, it's like it's essentially a suicide mission, and they were a part of it. I think was like trying to do it in honor of Gandalf, who was like this was like his essentially his last request to them.
Mm-hmm. Let me find his little monologue. What? Me alone go the crack and doom and all? He quailed still, but the resolve grew. What? Me take the ring from him? The council gave it to him. But the answer came at once, and the council gave him companions so that the errand should not fail. And you are the last of all the company. The errand must not fail. I wish I wasn't the last, he groaned. I wish old Gandalf was here or somebody. Why am I left all alone to make up my mind? I'm sure to go wrong, if not for me to take the ring and putting myself forward. But you haven't put yourself forward, you've been put forward. And as for not being the right and proper person, why, Mr. Frodo wasn't, as you might say, nor Mr. Bilbo. They didn't choose themselves. All well, I must make up my own mind. I will make it up, but I'll be sure to go wrong. That'd be Sam Gimji all over. Let me see now. If we're found here, or Mr. Frodo found, and the things on him, well, the enemy will get it. And that's the end of all of us, the Lorien, and Riverdale, and the Shire, and all. And there's no time to lose, or it'll be the end anyway. The war's begun, and more than likely things are all going the enemy's way already. No, to choose to go back with it and give advice or permission, no, it sits here till they come and kill me or Master's body and gets it, or it take it and go. He drew a deep breath. Then, take it, it is. It's like he had a lot. I like the time that they spent to explore Sam, going like, I really don't want to do this, but oh gosh, I'm the only hope for this, and because like he doesn't want it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
of the two companions Frodo has been with for the most time, he doesn't want it, and he knows that it's not his place to take it, but he is literally the last person, because if he leaves it there, Smeagol or someone or an orc or someone will take it.
Yeah.
And so Frodo, being the badass he is, takes the ring, he takes Sting, he takes the Star Glass, he wraps his friend up in his cloak with every intention of, after he gets it done or he dies trying, he'll come back and either A, bury him there, or B, try to take him back home. Whatever happens. But he promised to come back, and so he starts his trek to get away. And then he ends up getting. He hears orcs coming. And I swear, everyone who has the ring has to put it on at least once. I feel like that is a rule at this point. Sam puts the ring on. Orcs are coming around the bend. they find Mr. Frodo, they go down and they get him, and Sam's trying to keep up with these guys. And then they head back into the lair. The evil spider is off licking her wounds, hypothetically. I don't think she does that, on all honesty, anyway. But they end up going through another passage that originally they thought was blocked off. And that's when Sam finds out, oh no, Master's not dead, he's just poisoned and paralyzed. So the orcs now have Mr. Frodo, but thankfully they don't have the ring, and now Sam has to do a rescue mission. Continued in book 3.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like... I feel like it's a weird place to stop at a book, but like I think that's the thing about books and movies. It's like books, I guess, are more forgiving in being straight up cliffhangers and having a plot point being cut off, especially seeing fact, I believe the Lord of the Rings trilogy, it was written as one big book, so it's technically not a cliffhanger, it's just a chapter break with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and I was about to ask, like, who was the one that like divvied up the book into 3 parts? Like, was it Tolkien or
How was the Lord of the Rings divided? The Lord of the Rings was divided into 3 volumes, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, by the publishers for financial reasons, despite being written as a single novel. Internally, the book is structured into 6 books, with each of the 3 volumes containing 2 of these books. Okay, so publisher made that call.
okay.
They wanted money, so the books were divided up because of the publisher. But they were written as 3 long volumes, and they originally were published. The Fellowship of the Ring was published in 1954. The Two Towers was published in 1955, and then The Return of the King was published in 1956. So it's a bang, 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 bang.
They essentially looked at this huge tome and was like, that still only counts as 1.
Pretty much. Structural division. The 6 books, Tolkien originally planned the 6 books, which are the narrative division of the story. Tolkien assigned 6 titles to the 6 books that make up the novel. Book 1 is The Ring Sets Out. Book 2, The Ring Goes South. 3 was Treason of Isengard. 4 was The Ring Goes West. 5, The War of the Ring. And Book 6, The End of the Third Age. So he basically set it up as many volumes in his own work, but as like one massive volume was how he originally designed the book. But it was divided into what we know as the Fellowship, the Towers, and the Return of the King, because the publisher was just like, we can sell this as 3 books because money.
You've got to make that money.
Well, yeah, and also we want to give the author his bag. We're not going to besmirch Tolkien with saying, yeah, thank you for this wonderful literary classic, you get no money. But also, could you imagine like a lot of people taking that hunk of a triple volume of Lord of the Rings and being like, oh, this looks like a lovely little dive into fantasy. It's like, you could bludgeon an elephant with all 3 volumes. Frankly, I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't do it into 6. Yeah. It's like, frankly, I'm surprised that, like, they did the 3 volumes. Why did they do the 6 books? Because they're not as greedy as they are today. That's probably why.
True.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
that did cross my mind was like 6 books, and they only divided it into 3 parts or 3 books. It's like, all right,
yeah. But yeah, it's like they just, well, at least they published it one after the other.
true.
Yeah, Tolkien originally intended it to be one large book, but the publisher apparently vetoed him on that. He was like, okay, you know what? Fine.
It's like it would look a lot more appealing if it was about a third of the size.
Yeah. And also, it's probably be easier to bind.
True.
Very true. But, yeah.
Cause heck, it's like when like all I'm trying to think like would all 3 books let me see, would all 3 books be like over 1,000 pages?
Yeah, I think so. Um, Lord of the Rings page count.
Because I know at the end of the second book it's up to like a 720 725.
Single volume editions typically range from approximately 1,000 to 1,200 pages, including the appendices and index. For example, one common edition has 1,178 pages, while a deluxe illustrated hardback edition has 1,248 pages. The original trilogy in separate volumes add up to a total page count, which also changes depending on the edition, but falls in the range of 1,200 to 1,300 pages.
Yeesh.
In other words, can bludgeon an elephant.
Pretty much, yeah.
But, yet again, I am proven, Tolkien, you are better as a written word. I love the movies, but dadgum the books.
Yeah,
I should have read these
uh,
before I was in my 30s.
but yeah, the books are typically better than the movies. Seems like a trend.
Well, it's kind of like a common thing. It's like, when is ever the movie better than the book?
Very rarely.
Like, I will, of my personal opinion, there is only one situation where I would put the book and the movie on the same level, and that is Holes. If you've read that, I highly recommend the book. The movie is great. The movie is wonderful. The movie is like a very good adaptation. It's like the only major difference I remember that they took from the book and changed in the movie was that Stanley Yelnats in the book was heavier set at the beginning, and he lost massive amounts of weight while he was at the camp. Versus in the movie, they were not about to put teenagers in a fat suit in the middle of a desert. Because that's just dumbass filming. And it wasn't that major bit of a plot point. It was just kind of a, hey, Stanley went through this both internal and external transformation. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I do remember seeing the movie. Still need to read the book, but yeah.
Note to self, put holes on possible to read suggestions. I have not read Holes since I was in high school. It's such a good book. It should just be added to my library regardless. Yes.
All right.
Okay, but on to the next thing. Next book we are reading is... My brain has gone blank. No.
Death at Bishop's Keep.
Death at Bishop's Keep. It is our lovely Grumpy Cobalt's pick. She was not feeling well. She was drained from a long day of adulting. But she will be back next time with her pick, Death at Bishop's Keep by Susan Whitting Albert. I look forward to this book. It's a murder mystery, and it's classified as a Victorian murder mystery, and I look forward to it. I love that time period. And who doesn't love a good murder mystery?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Okay, but we're going to be reading next time chapters 1 through 3. So if anyone would like to join us on our next endeavor, you're more than welcome. Please patron your local library. I'm sure you can probably find books of this caliber. I know for a fact that depending on your library, you can probably access it through the Libby app. It is also available on Amazon and other secondhand bookstores. Please support secondhand bookstores and your local library. I hope everyone has a wonderful time. And any final comments, questions, or concerns, Rusty?
I think I'm good for tonight.
Excellent. Okay, everyone have a wonderful evening. We will see you next time with a new book. I hope everyone has a great day, and bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.